So that is the harness. So this right here is all that goes in the car. The rest of that is all in the engine base: fuse box, headlights, ABS, airbag sensors, grounds, the whole nine. This is the harness that plugs into that, and one of these plugs into the ECU, and then this part here. Let's see, hang on. Okay, so to my knowledge, all of these yellow ones are maybe not that one, but this darker yellow color. It might be hard to tell on camera. Those two you cannot tell on camera. These two are actually different yellows, but I think all the yellows basically are airbags. So that's all that crap. And I'll have to figure out what these went to. This was all kind of like right in the center of the dash, and then this snakes back. The only wires I did cut are those right there. I cut them all at different lengths, so they never should arc each other out, but I'll wrap them anyways. The only reason I cut those is that went to an emissions canister, which we're not running anything like that on this setup. So fuel pump, and these went to taillights, I believe. So really, I think this whole loom, basically, I just need the fuel pump out of. I'm gonna try and integrate the MR2 taillights to work with the pedal setup in there, so we're gonna try and splice that in. So really, this whole loom is just fuel pump. I'll go back through and see. I mean, like I said, a couple of these we're gonna need. I think one of these, that one actually might be ECU. One of these is ECU. That one's not. That one might be. I don't know. That. And then on the dash, I still have the entirety of the harness in here. So that's the next step, is to take this dash apart. I gotta get all the wiring out of that, and then we will have the complete wiring harness from the RSX minus the taillights. Everything else we have. And then we're gonna take basically everything out of the MR2 and replace it with what we just took out of that. Like I said, we need to keep a few things on here, like ABS. I don't even know. I mean, I don't think it's necessary. It'd be cool if we could keep it. And then I haven't really decided if I want to try and use, I don't have them anyway, so maybe use the Honda blinker and setup and everything. I might even be able to put the key where the MR2 was. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. Just, we're gonna do this one step at a time. So next step is going to be to take that apart, and then I'll get it all laid out, and we'll see what we actually need to do. But I think that's going to make me about $600. Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, but I think once we get everything laid out, I think we can make it pretty simple. I mean, we can figure out what plugs we don't need and really strip it down to bare minimum. I mean, this thing is going to be bare minimum. Like I said, the fanciest thing we're probably going to do is integrate ABS, and I don't know if we're going to do that. So yeah, so I'm gonna start ripping that apart and get it all laid out, and we'll see how it looks, see what we need to change, see what we can work with, and maybe make a couple phone calls, because I know nothing about wiring. I can plug everything back in, but as far as splicing and, you know, combining MR2 with Acura, I'm gonna probably need some help. So we'll figure that out as we go. Okay, RSX is gone. I took everything I thought I could sell off it. Some of those bolts are seized, which sucks. But the 5 lug swap, someone might buy that. Got a guy buying all the suspension. Apparently that stupid hazard button is like 40 bucks on eBay. So some of the little things I'm gonna hang on to. Up front, I'm out of room, but we got doors, fenders, bumper, hood latch, T-bracket assembly, spoiler tail lights, e-brake, just some random stuff that, you know, I mean, every little bit counts. These are gonna get old if they don't, like, it's gonna get annoying them being right there if they don't sell. But I mean, I said those doors sell for about 100 bucks. These tires are pretty shot, but the wheels are, I mean, they're perfect. I think that's probably, honestly, that's the worst of all the wheels. The rest of them look like they've never been driven before. So that's cool. There's that. So I now have the Japanese dude that put that RSX together. He did not want the dash going anywhere because there were so many freaking screws holding that in. It was totally unnecessary. So this is the dash harness, fuse box, speedometer somewhere in there. Like I said a minute ago, a lot of these yellow ones are all airbag stuff, so we don't need that. This is interior from the dash to the rear, and then that is the engine bay. So next video I'm gonna get everything laid out. Probably get Dennis here. He's better at wiring than I am, so get Dennis here, look at everything, kind of weed out what we don't need, at least just the obvious stuff, like the airbag stuff. I don't know if there's a way to open the looms and literally pull all the airbag wires out completely instead of just cutting the heads. So we'll figure that out next video. And then I'm gonna try, before I cut anything, I'm gonna set this in the MR2, but I think I'm gonna try and cut, so this and this do not separate. But I'm gonna try and cut this out and mount this, and then probably on this side and up here, just do like some flat sheet metal, or it might spray like flat black or something. But it'd be kind of cool since we're using the speedometer. And like I said, this piece had the climate control knobs, so we can drill those out, put gauges there. I'm not putting a radio in this thing, but ta-da! And ta-da! We got buttons. We got room for buttons all over the place. So that's the plan. That's what I did. Let's see. So shift linkage, speedometer. I don't know, steering wheel. So I'm gonna see what I can do about taking this off and putting it on the MR2. That might sound kind of dumb to you guys, but I don't have one for the MR2. If it's easy enough and I can just basically take this off and bolt it on the other steering column, then that'd be cool, and then we'd have all the wiring going to everything. Yeah, so key is there. I think that's basically all the junk that I kept. Here's that little climate control thing, so drill those out, gauges. I don't know, maybe we can pretend we have air vents. Yeah, look, I got AC. Hey, look, I got heat. Maybe just keep these. We'll just mess with people and act like I did a really good job swapping everything over. Yay. Okay, so that's that video. I think the next step is going to be to get rid of all the MR2 wiring that we don't need. Kind of figure out what's going on with those harnesses, what we can get rid of, see what of the MR2 we need to pair with the Honda, which really shouldn't be a lot. Like I said, maybe ABS, but that sounds like a complete nightmare unless it's on its own little ECU or something and it just needs power. I don't know how any of that works. So next video, we'll strip the MR2, lay all that out, see what we need, figure out, you know, fuel and just how we're gonna run everything, and then see if we can get that started. What I do need is, so you use the RSX half shaft, which is the part of the axle that has the little clamp that bolts on to the back of the motor. So you use that, and then you use Integra outer, so outer on that side, and then an Integra axle on the other side. And apparently that fits perfectly with the length. So we got to find some of those, and then, I mean, with the whole harness here, technically we could just shove all this and plug it all back in, run power to fuel, and we could stick the steering wheel in the passenger seat and just start the whole thing just with everything all plugged in. So, I mean, in theory, we could have a running driving car in a matter of days, but I'm gonna take my time to do things a little bit better than that. So thank you for watching. I think that's all I got for you. So let me know what you guys think. I do read all the comments. that's all I got for you. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you soon.